Hey everyone, I just wanted to get out a quick first impressions video about the Razer Kitsune. This is something I had my eye on for a while since PS5 compatible fight pads are pretty rare at the moment, and it was really important for me that I'd be able to take this around to locals and tournaments. Speaking of taking this thing around, this is about as portable as it gets. It's basically as thin as my MacBook Pro. The RGB as well, out of the box, is pretty tastefully implemented here, and if you don't care for it, then having it turned off still leaves this thing looking pretty damn sexy. The back is thankfully fully covered with a thick, grippy rubber, and as hard as I tried to find fault with it, I really couldn't. It feels high quality, doesn't pick up dust, or in my case, dog hair, too easily. Here you can see me playing on my Steam Deck that's hooked up to a TV. This is generally how I like playing fighting games, and just looking at this I can see that having the Kitsune on my lap is ergonomic AF, with my elbows bent at 90 degrees and my shoulders, neck and arms totally relaxed. Seriously, I put in 2 good 3-hour sessions on this thing seated as I am here, and I have zero complaints. Another thing that has been a nice surprise is the build quality. The thing has an aluminum top plate, which gives it a MacBook-like sturdiness where there is zero flex. If your hands get sweaty, as is my case, then I think this top plate will also keep your hands cool. The texture of this top plate, although is a bit rougher than of the aluminum on MacBooks, and I think I prefer this rougher texture because something about super smooth surfaces makes my hands stick to them more. The thing that is hard to get across in video is the weight of this thing. It feels both light and heavy at the same time. I don't quite know how to explain it. I think this is because it's the size and the sturdy build of a MacBook, but because it doesn't have any of the internals of a laptop, it is much lighter than the form factor would have you expect. I pre-ordered this after looking into how much a PS5 compatible fight pad would cost me if I made it myself. Between a Brooks USB Fusion, high quality buttons, and all the materials, it would have ended up costing me more than 400 Canadian dollars, at least here in Canada where I am at the moment. I know Razer isn't known for consumer focused pricing, but this actually feels like a steal to me if you compare it to things like the Snackbox or the Empress, especially given the fact that they are not PS5 compatible and literally on back order for months. The buttons feel okay. They're light, adequately sized, and responsive, but as someone who's into custom keyboards and moves his own switches, I can distinctly feel some scratchiness when I press them. They might need some breaking in, but I will report back in the full review, so subscribe for more fighting game related content. The other thing I have mixed feelings about is the layout of the buttons. At least for me, I think I would have to rotate my shoulders inward to make this work long term, which obviously is not ideal. But at the same time, I'm cognizant that this is my first ever leverless controller, so as with the buttons, I will report back in the full review. Alright guys, so that's it. That is the first impressions of the Razer Kitsune, and subscribe to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.